So this video is a follow-up to my first video on my overview of the Canyon Neuron 7.0, AL 7.0, which is the 2020 version. Canyon has not really done a lot to update their models this year so much because of the pandemic. They have discontinued this bike, but do have an AL5 and an aluminum version of the 6, and then it goes CF7 after that. This bike has been kind of discontinued at this point, although I think for the price I paid, $2,500, it is really a good spec value. Wanted just to talk about a couple upgrades I made to it that you might want to consider for your Neuron as well. And I'll start with some simple aesthetic things. First of all, since it's orange colored, I kind of went for just a little bit of bling and ordered these orange valve caps just to give it a little pop. I'm not real big into a lot of color and stuff like that, but I think just a little bit of balance of color kind of makes the bike just look better. Second is right in front of you, I replaced the front tire, which was a forecaster with a dissector. And that's an awesome move. The dissector is the forecaster is a kind of an all-around trail tire. Works well basically in all conditions, but doesn't do well in anything in particular. The dissector, on the other hand, this tire has a, if you look at the tread on it, it has a kind of a narrow center channel that lets it roll easy over gravel and easy terrain, but yet there's good side nubs so that when you do lean it into a corner, it's going to grab on that corner. So that has been an awesome upgrade. It's really again, it keeps it so it's light and fast like it should be as a trail bike, but yet at the same time gives it much better in cornering stability when you hit berms and things like that. A couple other things I upgraded. I don't clip in my shoes because I'm just not that good of a rider, but I really love these 1-Up pedals. There's a lot of brands out there that are worth notice and probably less expensive than this. These do have an extra pin. They do have a low kind of flat profile to them. So they've been all, and they came in a size small and large. I have a size large, so it covers my foot real well. I think I mentioned this in my other video. I do have a down tube protector, the lizard skin, to cover up that down tube. Again, if you're going to spend $2,500 or whatever on a bike, you want to cover that up. You don't want to leave that up to just getting beat up, by rocks and whatever all is gonna hammer it. So kind of moving up the bike now. Another upgrade, usually, your contact points, whether it's your pedals, your seat, or your grips, are things that, you kind of need to customize and work best for you. This one is my seat. This is a Ergon SM Pro. It's been really good. Actually, I use a WTB comfort saddle for the first month of the year to kind of break everything in. Then after the first month, then I switch over to this Ergon. And that's good. I don't need to wear padded shorts or anything like that. And, we typically go out for 10, 15-mile rides that are pretty upsy-downsy. But I don't notice any problems, any soreness or things like that. So that's been a good upgrade. If I ride this right away at the beginning of the season, I do get sorer. So I like that WTB comfort saddle to kind of break things in and then get things going. The other major upgrade I made was before I had the Ergon GP3s as my grip, I switched those out and now go with the specialized body geometry grips. And I really like these a lot. Again, you can go online, you can find all kinds of stuff. I do like to support the local bike shop as much as possible. These happen to be there. They have a nice bevel to them, a nice kind of glide. If you'll notice how it kind of curves along as it goes through here, like so, which really kind of adds nice comfort to your hand, especially if you're an older rider, like I'm a little bit older. Kind of makes things a lot better. The other thing I did here with the grips is I changed things up, sliding things around to kind of customize it. So this grip here on the right, which is the rear brake and the shifter, this grip I have it such that, let's see if I can show this, such that as I'm riding, I can grab 4 fingers and my index, and then I can brake with my middle finger. Again, as you're going down some deep kind of descents and things like that, I found this to be major thing. These are the 401 levers, Shimano 401s. So they're good. They're for 4-piston brakes and all that stuff. But they're not top of the line kind of thing. So, but being able to hold on with 4 fingers and brake with one has been awesome. Same thing on the other side. I have this one, the other side, which is the rear brake. This one I have set up so it's 1 finger this way. So I'm sorry, the front brake. So and again, most of your stopping power comes from your front brake, right? So, but again, I want 1 finger braking here. So this one I use the index finger on, and that seems to be seems to do good. And then on the other side, I use the middle finger to brake. And again, that's been a good combination. Again, I think that's things you need to kind of just experiment with on your own, and see what kind of works for you. Do you want to brake with 2 fingers? Do you want to brake with 1 index finger? Do you want to brake with your middle finger and keep that index finger wrapped so you get a good grip? Those are all things you can play with, and hopefully, as you watch videos and you get experience, you kind of find what you want to do there. The other thing I added, of course, was a mud guard. So, those are a dime a dozen. Definitely want to stick a mud guard on your bike to kind of just keep all that stuff from coming up, into your down tube and so on. So that's just a quick update overview of my Canyon Neuron, and some upgrades I've made to it and why I've made those upgrades. Again, I like this spec. It came with the Fox 34. I think the new ones come with the Fox Judy, which is only a 30mm stanchion. These 34s have been really stable. I like that going down hills. The other thing this came with, it came with a GX derailleur, and this GX has been really good. I have another bike that I'm going to show you in a little bit that has an NX derailleur, and I can notice right away the GX is there's a line there that the GX is much better. So between the GX derailleur, between the 34 fork, the 4-piston brakes, this bike really, as a trail / XC bike, really just kind of has a nice spec to it. It rolls really well. It's good and quick. It accelerates quick. It goes up hills quick. I do take it on some of the blue and some of the black diamond stuff. I need to be a little bit cautious on those trails, but nonetheless, getting there on the flats and just general trail riding, this thing is quick. It's nimble. It goes uphill quick. You can dodge all those little rocks and roots that kind of just pop up out of nowhere. You can kind of flash around those without a problem. Where it does struggle is, in some of the steeper descents with a lot of roots and rocks, where you're just getting, everything rattled, including, where you need to see your dentist after the ride because your teeth are just shattered to pieces. But otherwise, this has been a great bike, and a couple upgrades really kind of helped it turn into I think a really special bike. Hope that helps. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments.